Knowing that he's contained, it looked like he's going to attempt to drop here with a couple medevacs. Looks like he's got 4 tanks in the mix, bypassing my front line here and coming into this base. If he found my island, it would have actually been pretty good. But taking this high ground is also a decent spot to be as well. So if I pause it right here, I'm in a kind of a tough spot here, where unsieged tanks, since they do bonus to armored units, will massacre these Vikings if I land the Vikings to try to attack 4 tanks. At the same time, I can't move 1 siege tank in on 4 siege tanks, because they'll get slaughtered if they come in on them. But the combination of the two, I can handle it. Basically, I keep them unsieged with my, by keeping my Vikings near. Moving my siege tank to attack him, and if he ever tries to counter with his own siege, I'll bring my own Vikings down to finish him. So there we go. He sieges up, and now I drop. And now that he's in siege mode, I can easily handle these siege tanks. And that's the end of that. I'm keeping 1 Viking on patrol up top. You can see he's patrolling between these 5 bases. Not looking at this one, but it's unlikely that that will be an expansion spot. And another attempt to push on my front line here. Looks like I might lose this fight. Tank for reinforcements, and I've actually lost all my tanks. Oops, that one. And he's going to win the battle with 5 hit points. 2 more shots from the SCV would have finished him off. So I finally lost my contain, but it's not too big of a deal. I still got my 1 tank and turret at the other Zelnaga, which is, will take an entire... We can actually hold off quite a bit, but any significant force will be able to overrun that. But for nothing else, it's good for recon. And I'm going to have to move my siege line back to my own base, just kind of defend my own front line. The one advantage I definitely know I have is that I've been scouting non-stop, and I know that he's stuck on 2 bases, where I've had 3 for quite a while now. He actually has a lot of pooled up resources. Not so much for myself, but that could be because I got some battlecruisers queued up. Marines alone is enough to keep me from hanging out there with my Vikings. I was wondering if he even had siege mode yet, because I haven't seen him siege up yet. Now that I have pulled up a little bit, well, I had pulled up a little bit of resources, so I threw down 2 more starports and 2 more command centers to go out to expand to these top bases. And I'll try to time that moving up for that expansion the same time I push out with my battlecruisers. It's always good to attack the same time you expand. If nothing else, the attack will keep them distracted while you set up your new bases. I don't really use my barracks when I play TvT, so I just sent it out here to be a spotter for the high ground. I guess this Banshee was sent in mostly as a scout, but did okay. He got 1 siege tank, so at least he wasn't a complete write-off. And at this point I am moving out with my battlecruisers. And as well as map control, also having air superiority means really almost no way for Terran to counter battlecruisers. It's really Marines, they only do 6 damage per hit, and his Vikings only do 6 damage per hit, so they're both only doing 1 damage per hit to the battlecruisers. Like, look, if this is the battlecruiser he's focusing right now, he moved it from 550 hit points down to only 534. Having 5 armor on my battlecruiser is really makes them like massive tanks. In fact, Terran really have nothing to kill battlecruisers with. Marines are too low in damage. Thors are too low in damage. Really, the only decent unit is Vikings, and I think Vikings, since their attack is split into 2 attacks, not 1, even their bonus to armor isn't that high. I think it's maybe 15 per hit. So 5 armor will knock that down to 10 per hit. Of course, Vikings, you can use your range and speed advantage and kind of kite the battlecruisers. So if battlecruisers enter into your base, what you do is you take your Vikings along behind them and start focus firing the battlecruisers from behind. And whenever they turn to chase you, you just kind of move back and kite them. But yeah, I really, it was kind of theorycraft when I first started using it, but now I'm convinced that battlecruisers is really the way to go in TvTs. Obviously you can't go straight to battlecruisers, but once you got your economy together, it's almost unbeatable, assuming you have the army size advantage if he has battlecruisers. So that's the end of this match, and I hope you enjoyed it. A little more action than the previous one, fighting for control of this El Naga, and like the drop over here, and a little more expanding. But yeah, thanks everyone, and I'll move on to the next replay.